Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and another fantastic video. Look what we're making. This looks gorgeous. It's a fruit berry filled Bakewell loaf cake. So come with me and I'll show you how we make it. This one's a good one. Now I remember to preheat the oven this time to 160 fan or 180 degrees. Loaf tin, liner, 2-pan loaf tin this one, again. That's that ready, so quick. Now, get your sugar. This week we went for a sliced option because I like a bit of variety in my life. That softened well, didn't it? Now, in fact I'll use that under there. Why not? Catch any blobs. Right, Harry, move. Cast sugar. Get in that bowl. We are going to whisk this with this guy. I'm loving this at the moment. It's such a good little tool. I'm finding it better than the stand mixer. It's gorgeous. Now, whisk this for ages, about 5 minutes, until it's nice, white and floofy. And smooth. Right then, now that's done, that's nice and pale and fluffy. Looking nice. Eggs in one at a time. Ploppity plop. Mix really well between additions, and I'll be back when it's done. Right, now that is nice and pultritude. The new word of the day. Thanks for your suggestions. There's another one next week, so keep that in mind and keep watching them. Right, sieve in that flour. And then we're going to mix in almond grounds. Ground almonds, almond grounds. And then we're going to put in almond extract. It's one of my favourites. Right, give that a slow little mix. Pultritude. Jason, where'd you get that word from? I'd love to know. I've never heard that word before. And I believe it's another word for moist, which I know I use far too often. Far too often. Right, the rest of this I'm just going to fold it in. I mean, the smell, I just love almonds. Right, make sure that flour and loveliness is all mixed in. Oh, almondy. Right, I've got my 250 grams of mixed fruit. So I've used strawberries, blueberries and raspberries. And 250 grams divided by 3 was about 82 grams each. So I've just divided equal measures of each fruit. Cut my strawberries in quarters, raspberries in half, and left the old blueberries whole. So I'm going to fold those in. Love strawberries. It should be in season right now. Being July and all. Now, gently foldy. As with any fruit, there's a lot of moisture in it, so it will create a more pultritude cake. Am I saying it right, Jason? I don't know. I do not know. Now, gently, gently foldy. Be interested to know if I have said it right. Now, lush. Now, we've got to put that in there without wearing it. Get the, hang on, there's a little, ooh. Found a leaf. We didn't want leaves, do we? Pop that on there. I'm just going to spoon it in for now. I don't think you noticed. Nah. So this is another loaf bake, a loaf cake recipe, and it will be now part of my new loaf cake range, because I like a loaf cake. There's so much fruit in here, it's unreal. I'm going to hold the corners this time because it always just moves. Now this one's another long bake, so 45 to 55 minutes because it's just so dense. I'm going to pour all that in. I'm leaving nothing. Right. This one, get it nice and smooth, nice and level. Ooh. It's going to rise quite a bit. Again, this one there's no call for baking powder, so it shouldn't rise too much, he says, with a slight optimism. Now, into your preheated oven. It should be warm enough by now, I hope. Set a timer 45 minutes and then give it a check and a poke with a sticky thing, and if it's not done, just give it 5 more minute intervals. I'll meet you back in about 45 minutes. Right, whilst that's in there, baking away nicely, it looks amazing. I'm going to cream this butter. It's unsalted again, so that's good. I'm going to cream this butter until it's really nice and white. And what? Floofy. Right, once your butter is nice and pale and lovely and smooth, I'm going to sieve in my icing sugar. This is going to be the buttercream, by the way, for the top of your cake. Wearing blue. I'm going to gently push that through with my spoon because I'm not shaking that everywhere. Now, if your buttercream mixture is a bit thick, you'll notice that some boiling water has appeared due to the power of editing. And that will give it some moisture if it's too dry, which I think this is going to be. There's quite a lot of icing sugar to butter ratio, so I love buttercream. This one is going to be almond buttercream. I might just make a mess. And then you can laugh. There you go, come together a bit. What we got today? Yellow Kitty. This is about 1.5 teaspoons of almond extract. Just going to mix that through. It's actually not too bad for moisture. Sorry, pultritude. Be rude not to, wouldn't it? Ooh. Spin it off. A grown-up taught me that. Now, just make sure all your icing sugar is well combined. I mean, I'm happy with that. That doesn't need any water. It doesn't need it. So pop that to one side, somewhere nice and cool. And that's going to go on the cake later. Right, on with the baking. I will see you back when it's baked. Right then, that's been 45 minutes. Let's get it out and check. Haha. Oh. Oh. Nice. That is done. Now, let that cool down. About 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then I'll get it out of the tin later. And then we're going to decorate this with that gorgeous buttercream frosting. This looks amazing. It's got nice and cold. It's cooled down nicely. Let's get some icing on. Now you can pipe this on if you like, but today I'm just going to spread it because I think it looks just as nice. Just to the edge. I don't think I'll need all of this, but I'm sure I'll use it. Never let good buttercream go to waste. It really smells amazing, this almond. I think that's all it needs, to be honest. That's better. I'm just going to peek that because I like my peaks. You know me. I like my peaks. Apart from when it brings off the icing. See, that just needed more, didn't it? Yeah. You never have too much buttercream. Now, once you're happy with that, and I'm really happy with that, it looks lush. I'm going to top this. Yeah. I'm going to top this with some extra strawberries and raspberries, which I've cut up. So I'm just going to place them willy-nilly all over my cake. But this is where your artistic side comes in, doesn't it? I mean, some would just sprinkle it on, but I'm fussy. It looks so colourful.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Did I say your word? I don't think I did I? I'm sure they're listening all the time, aren't they? Pretty sure they are always listening to you. Well, I'd rather they didn't. I normally just tell her to shut up. Just be artistic. Yeah, just throw it all on there. Until you think it looks adorable, really. Oh, a bit of raspberry around there. Yeah, that's good. And I need a bit more strawberry there. Yeah, see? Too much, right. And then, once you're happy with that, I've got some nice flaked almonds here. So I'm just going to place some all around. Sort of stick them in. Get the edges. This is one of the prettiest cakes I think I've ever done. I can't wait to try some. Where have you gone? You've gone down there. I know I'll overdo it in a minute. I think that's enough. You don't need much unless you really love almond flakes. And there we have your Bakewell Loaf Cake with gorgeous berries and almond frosting. I couldn't be more happy with that. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed watching it get made, and I can safely say this cake is gorgeous and one I would definitely want to make again. I'm so chuffed. Amazing. Yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, bye for now.